Hello friends, and welcome to another modern stream. Today we're going to be playing the Azorius Spirits deck. This is an old list that I found that Dr. Queller had played. We're a pretty big fan of Dr. Queller on the stream here, so taking a look at what they have put together. It's a very 4-of list. It'd be very easy to do a deck check on this list, I think. Almost all 4-ofs except for the Spectral Sailor, which is a 3. And then we have a smattering of different lands, splitting the Waterlogged Grove and the Horizon Canopy for Seachrome Coast because we're not running any Collected Company in this list. One land hand. It has the Aether Vial, but this is a colorless source. If this were a blue source, I would keep it. As is Must Mull, but this hand looks great. I think we probably get rid of a land here. The Last God. You know Freedmania. Think they're on Titan? Okay, thanks for the heads up. Scalding Tarn to start. Okay, maybe not Titan. Another Seachrome Coast. Let's go ahead and put that Aether Vial in play. Opponent should probably know what we're on from Seachrome Coast. Maybe Humans plays one Seachrome, but it should be pretty obvious. Seachrome into Aether Vial means Azorius Spirits. A pair of Triomes. Control players never quit. No Lightning Bolt for the Selfless Spirit. Forest Island Mountain Plains. So just no black mana. Doing Omnath things. Okay, here's a Teferi. We still get to activate the Aether Vial. So we'll be able to probably kill Teferi unless they tick up. I expected them to tick down on Aether Vial here. Alright, we're just going to kill Teferi with our Spectral Sailor. Seems pretty free. I kind of like keeping up Spell Queller here. Like, we've got the pressure. They have to respond to us. And if they can only do things for 3 or 4 mana, Spell Queller looks great. Valakut. Okay, they're just going to pass the turn. So we're going to be able to smack them for damage. Another Cavern of Souls, very nice. Put down the Aether Vial again. We got 3 mana up for the Spell Queller. What is this? Cycling. Yeah, you got it. Okay, Steam Vents tapped. And pass back. Okay. So they're playing around the Spell Queller pretty hard here. Spectral Sailor, that has Flash. Nice. And we have the Mausoleum Wanderer through the Aether Vial. So we can potentially counter a pretty big spell with this Mausoleum Wanderer if we're careful with it. Taking 3 a turn. What are they doing here? Cycling again. So they're setting up their hand. Getting rid of some of these tap lands. Stomping Ground tapped. Makes sense. Alright, what do you got? Whole lot of nothing. Mausoleum Wanderer. Spectral Sailor. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not quite lethal yet. If we get a Lord off the top, we're looking at lethal. Nope, just another Spell Queller. Okay. Let's attack. Okay, they go to 3. Pass back. If they don't have anything to do... I mean, they gotta have something, right? Growth Spiral. Oh, these Valakut is gonna start going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 3 damage to any target. I think we let this one resolve because we're more afraid of Scape Shift. So we have to just let this keep happening. Oh no, they're going after our Selfless Spirit. Brutal. And they have the mana to keep it healthy. I guess we let that happen. I didn't even know. Modern Horizons is back. That is exciting business. That's super exciting. Unfortunately, we only have one Spell Queller here. That is really, really exciting. We were supposed to stack these differently. It didn't end up mattering. Okay, so if they have fetch land, they're still doing pretty well. If they don't have fetch land, they're dead, I think. And we have Skyclave Apparition to take the Omnath off the board. Okay, they don't have land. So we have Skyclave backed up with Spell Queller. I think we're doing pretty well. I think we should win this. Okay, we don't even have to go through it. Okay, so we're playing against Niv Control, I guess. Did we end up seeing black mana? No, this is Scape Shift. This is Scape Shift. Titan Shift. Cool, cool, cool. So we probably want Path. And I don't think we want much else. Maybe Force of Negation to counter Escape Shift. Definitely want the Selfless Spirit. Definitely want the Shacklegeist. Rattlechains seems okay. Want the Wanderer. Probably just take out the Sailor for the paths. Okay, this hand sucks. We can keep this. Question is what to throw away. Oops, cancel that. We have 3 lands. We have a lot of 3-drops. Oh man, I keep on double-clicking things. Cancel that. I like keeping the Shacklegeist, but maybe that's the one we're supposed to get rid of. The problem is it's like the 2-drop, right? So we want to play the Shacklegeist, play the Drogskol Captain so we can get damage in. Maybe we just get rid of the path. There wasn't too many things for us to path last time. Okay, we get a land. We could have gotten rid of a land. Let's play the Flooded Strand here so we can thin. Look at that. Opponent playing the untapped Blood Crypt here. I mean, obviously they have something to do. Probably just a removal spell for our Shacklegeist, right? I want to play the Cavern of Souls so they can't counterspell the Shacklegeist. But there's definitely, okay, Remand, wonderful. They're going to cycle Remand to draw a card. We get to keep our Shacklegeist. That's great. And I'm sure the opponent is fairly happy with that as well. They just get to cycle the Remand. We have the Cavern of Souls, so the Remand's never going to counter a Spirit. Secondary Drogskol Captain? Ooh, what are we supposed to do here? Are we supposed to throw down a Drogskol? I kind of want to keep up Spell Queller, to be honest. Okay, there's a Valakut. It looks like they're passing the turn. Mausoleum Wanderer. Not really going to be doing much work here. We're far too frightened to be playing out our cards. I'd love to put down Drogskol Captain, but I'm too afraid. They already have 3 mountains. That's not a mountain. Okay, well, we got him for half. Oh, you can counter this one. There you go. Counterspelled. No, doesn't want to throw down another counterspell, huh? That's fair. Got the path, though. Yep. I guess that happens. I don't want to Spell Quell that, and Drogskol Captain doesn't have Flash. Go get an island. We've got tons of mana now, so next turn we're going to be able to put down a Drogskol Captain and protect it with Spell Queller, or just put down 2 Drogskol Captains. Depending, of course, entirely on what the opponent does here. If they don't blink, maybe we can't. We could probably put down 1 Drogskol Captain, hold up Spell Queller. I think putting down the second one would probably be too dangerous. Unless, of course, they blink right now. If they blink right now, double Drogskol is going to be, I think, almost lethal. Because that would be 4 and 4 is 8. Stop tapping mana. No, that's too much mana. Bring to Light cannot counter that. Okay. But they can only get a small spell, so we can Spell Quell the small spell. Unfortunately, they have Blood Crypt here, so they might be able to Lightning Bolt the Spell Queller. Let's see what they get. They get Valky. Oh no, Valky can still be Tibalt. Okay. That's a thing. Okay. Ren 6, Supreme Phantom. They need Lightning Bolt or they're pretty close to dead here. Yep, that's the plan. Throw the Queller down, throw down the 2 Drogskol Captains, and kill them. I mean, that puts them to 1. They need a sweeper now. So yeah, this is 4, put them to 1. I could also kill the Tibalt, but I don't think that's actually too good. Let's just hit them, put them to 1. Your move, opponent. Selfless Spirit on my side. Oh, they got Escape Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If they have land, I think we die. No, because we have 8. We have 19 life. We have 19 life. We might be able to make it out of this. Omnath, okay. That's not good enough on its own. Okay, so they're going to gain 8 life. That's not enough on its own. No, they're not going for the life. They're going for the mana. Okay, so this makes it scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7. So they escape shift, and we go to 1, and then we kill them. No, because the third time a land comes into play, Omnath does 4 damage to us, and then the Valakut kills us. Okay. So we're actually dead. Oh, the Ren 6 does it too. Yeah, and they can use mana of any color to cast these spells. We got really close, but in the end we died. Just take out all the... Take out Omnath, get out of here. I know, right? That Omnath. I thought we were going to be able to beat it, but no such luck. Between the Valakut triggers and the Omnath trigger, we're dead here. So close. Ah. Well, I think that you're onto something there, Como. And I think that we should all just be playing Pauper. Get rid of all of those rares and uncommons and mythics. All those problem cards just gone, not even in the format. Hold on a second. They grabbed another Valakut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They need... I think they screwed up. We should be dead, but they grabbed Valakut instead of Mountain. Yeah, they concede. Oh man, I'm getting a ton of these one-land Moorland Haunt hands. This has been, what, 3 times today? Definitely Maul. Oh yeah, Como with the Sneep. Yeah, we got turn 1 Vial, let's go. Maybe if we were on the play, I might be into that. Hit the second land eventually. For sure. You know, turn 10. get there. I'm pretty sure a random 6 is going to be better than this 7. Being on the draw makes it better. Yeah, more chance to draw lands. You weren't messing with me, Como. Would you actually keep this hand? Are you that greedy? Because I'm pretty greedy. %50 of the time you'd keep every time? Yeah, that's fair too. Okay, this time we at least have colored mana. I guess I was a total coward there, but I'm going to keep this one. I know. What a coward. Still winds up with a 1-land hand. At least it's colored mana. So do we remember what Feel the Rush was on? It looks like Izzet Prowess? Yep. I think we have 2 in this deck list, don't we? 2 Moorland Haunts? But I guess, yeah, when we only have 1 land, we're not going to be playing too much for 1 mana. So we're going to have a pretty hard time this game. We're slow to the board, but maybe we'll get lucky and opponent doesn't have second land. Light up the stage, looking for that land. They don't find it. Please don't have a land. Please don't have a land. Charles, thanks for the follow, friend. How did you find us? Looking for some Moto? Looking for some Modern? Okay, getting lucky, getting lucky. I think we probably just play Supreme Phantom, back it up with Mausoleum Wanderer. Although we could play Selfless Spirit here. Selfless Spirit would be the better option for damage. Oh, sweet. Well, I'm glad that you managed to join us live. No attacks. Cool, cool, cool. Rattlechains is interesting. I kind of like playing the Selfless Spirit, and then we get to hold up Rattlechains on Aether Vial. Maybe we do that backwards. Then again, if we put down both right now, we just get more damage on the Mausoleum Wanderer. I think that's fine too, and then we get to hold up Selfless Spirit to save our team. So we're going to throw these spirits into play right now to get the extra damage on the Mausoleum Wanderer. We got super lucky. The opponent kept a 1-land hand and didn't draw the land, whereas we kept a 1-land hand and did draw the land. Let's go in for the extra 1 damage with this Supreme Phantom here. Not too into blocking with the Supreme Phantom. Wouldn't want to lose it. Alright, how do they opt? If they opt to the top, it's a land. One card to the bottom. They do find land, though. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We almost have lethal. If we find Lord, we have lethal. Do they attack here? They do. We're just going to take the damage. We want to keep our creatures for the damage they provide. Hopefully they don't have mutagenic growth here, but I think this would be a good time for them to utilize it. Okay, we're down to 14. And we got to be very careful because they're going to be looking to kill us. What do we get? Shacklegeist. Interesting. Very interesting. We could Shacklegeist, Skyclave, tap one of their creatures down, get rid of one of their creatures. As far as damage, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we cannot kill them even when we play 2 spirits. We'll just attack with everything and then play the... We'll play the Shacklegeist because they're tapped out. We'll hold the Skyclave Apparition, or should we put them to 1? I guess there's no reason not to play the Skyclave here either. Just do the extra damage and then get one of their creatures off the board. Okay, they're going to concede to that. Which makes sense. We didn't quite have lethal, like I said, but we put them to 1 there, so, like, what are they going to do, right? Bring in Forge-Tender for sure. We could bring in 1 Damping Sphere. I think we did last time. We want to bring in all the paths. We want to kill their creatures. Spell Queller here is quite a risk. I'm not a huge fan of Spell Queller in this matchup. I think Selfless Spirit is good enough to keep. I'll probably get rid of some of these sailors. So maybe we just get rid of the last 2 Spell Quellers. Might be a mistake to be taking out Spell Quellers in this matchup, but I just don't feel like they're very good. We keep this. Okay, I think we're just going to put up Burrenton Forge-Tender to start so we can prevent damage. It slows down our Aether Vial quite a bit. Maybe we're supposed to Aether Vial. We'll just take the damage from the Soulscar Mage. Get that Aether Vial ticking up right away. That's super important. It's very awkward whenever I want to play another 1-drop before the Aether Vial. Ouch. Well, at least we have Skyclave Apparition to take care of that. Cavern of Souls. Okay. So we have access to Skyclave Apparition next turn. Probably want to go Supreme Phantom, and then we just hold up Aether Vial for Mausoleum Wanderer or Burrenton Forge-Tender. Probably the Forge-Tender. But we can use the Wanderer if we need it. To counter a spell, for example. It means the opponent will counter a 2. So we could actually counter this Manamorphose. Okay, still pretty dangerous to block here. I think I just take the damage. Because they could have just about any spell and my block, then I lose my creature. Okay. Stormwing Entity coming down soon. That's a problem. Flooded Strand. Okay, so I guess we just don't get to play Burrenton Forge-Tender. We should have activated the Aether Vial while the trigger was on the stack, so we could put the Forge-Tender into play. That would have been a good one. That's the way we should have done it. Alright, we've got to lose a life. Get rid of that sprite. They have 2 cards left in hand. No way. Way too many lands. We got them all this one. Easy mo. Okay, 2 lands. Aether Vial. We just get rid of one of the Selfless Spirits. This is a keep. I think we just play basic Island Aether Vial here. And opponent is at 7. Oh, Force of Negation! Force of Negation on my Aether Vial to start. Okay, that's a 2-for-1 right away. So that undoes my mulligan. We're going to play Cavern of Souls and we'll Rattlechains end of their turn, I think. There we go. There's the GGs. Thanks, Trulin. Can't counter this Rattlechains. Give it hexproof? Yeah. Oh, this is great. Because the Rattlechains gives our spirits flash, we can hold up Spell Queller, and if they don't cast anything we want to quell, we can throw down Spectral Sailor and Selfless Spirit. Alright, they got to play Omen of the Sea. I think we let that happen. That's fine. Okay, and they have nothing they want to play, so let's go ahead and put down a Selfless Spirit. Can't be countered. And a Spectral Sailor. Okay, that's just about all of our hand on the board here. Oh, they got something. What do they got? They're going to Path to Exile the Selfless Spirit. Okay, that happens. I guess we'll go get another island, I think. No, plains. Go get another plains. We have double weight spells. Okay, they fetch... Oh, they fetch an island and they're going to delay the Spectral Sailor. Yeah, sure, bud. I mean, that is keeping a creature off the board for several turns, so... Yeah, sure. Rattlechains is nice, alright. We'll attack for 2, pass the turn. We can't keep both of these spells up, unfortunately. But either one of these is good. Looks like they're going to pass to end step again. Let's throw down Rattlechains. The 3 fairy cometh. It's coming soon. To a battlefield near you. Yeah, we let that happen. Not too interested in countering Hieroglyphic and then losing to a Sweeper or a Jace. Let's counter the Jace. What you got now? What you got left? What's your holdings? What's your remainder? That's not a path to exile. Let's go ahead and thin the deck. We have plenty of lands, so we don't mind taking another one out of the deck, so we don't have to draw it. Lord, 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 let's get a Lord. Ooh, that's cool. So we get to start drawing cards with Spectral Sailor. And I think this comes into play with haste. It does. Alright, I'm going to keep the Aether Vial in hand to bluff that we have something. They're going to need a pretty good card here, though. That would be the one. That would be exactly the one they need. That's going to let them put the Jace into play. So yeah, main deck Supreme Verdict. Kicked our ass. Opponent's at 4, but they're probably going to stabilize with the Jace. We have one chance here to go ahead and grab a Skyclave Apparition off the top, one time. No such luck. We could still grab it with the Waterlogged Grove, draw a card. Again, not that lucky. Although the Moorland Haunt is pretty good. We can put that into play next turn. They don't have land destruction. We can start making our dead spirits into threats. Ooh. I don't think we're going to be able to do much against the Double Walker. Well, let's see how good Moorland Haunt really is, I guess. Return the creature to my hand. Yup, yup, yup. Makes sense. Spectral Sailor? Yeah, that's fine. It has flash. Yeah, lots of control is stuck around through the banning. I was kind of hoping that control would fall off. Okay, so the Aether Vial casts the Spectral Sailor, and we need 1 blue for the Moorland Haunt. So we can cast the Supreme Phantom with Cavern of Souls, and then hold up mana for Moorland Haunt, and Aether Vial gets the Spectral Sailor into play. Colonnade is online. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. So they have so much card advantage going on right now. Between Jace and Teferi, they are going to have access to some of the best cards available in their deck. They even have the Misty Rainforest, so they're not Brainstorm locked. Although fetching with the Misty is a little bit risky, being at only 4 life. Although Field of Ruin to take out the Moorland Haunt, oh my god. How am I supposed to deal with that? Last basic. Oh, here comes a Teferi. That's going to bounce what? Bounce my spirit token. Yeah, that makes sense. They untap 2 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they cannot do the Colonnade thing this turn. They can't block with Colonnade. Oh, they got a path too? Well, I mean, it's to be expected, right? They just have all the cards at this point. I think we can scoop them up. Let's see what we draw just in case, but I really don't see us making it through this one. Shacklegeist? I don't think that's going to do it. Let's hit him for 1, play the Shacklegeist with the Aether Vial. They could Teferi my Supreme Phantom. Geez, all the stuff the opponent's doing, and they still have more time on their clock than we do. Now, we do like taking our time to think about these things. But I think we're going to be moving on to the next game pretty soon. It's just, you know, the opponent's at 3 life, so I really want to try and make a go for it. But the, ouch. Okay. Taking away our Aether Vial. They still have plenty of mana because of Big Teferi. Hello there, Frack. How you doing today, friend? Oh, going down to 2. I'm doing all right. I've got a week's paid vacation, so that feels pretty nice. Get to play some Magic, do some streams, hang out with chat. It's good times. Oh, Skyclave Apparition. You don't say. We can get rid of the Jace this way. Unfortunately, it doesn't hit the Teferi. But if they want to Teferi tuck it, they lose their Planeswalker. Yeah, I know, right? Opponent's giving us so much hope. This game should have already been over. We definitely don't want the Apparition to be cancelled, to be countered. So we'll use the Cavern for the Apparition, so we can get rid of their Planeswalker guaranteed. Okay, we'll play the Shacklegeist, and we'll pass back. Oh, they're going to delay the Shacklegeist. Okay. So yeah, now they can tuck the Apparition, and that'll give them a 4/4 token. It will get rid of the hero, though, if they want to do that. Nope, they don't want to do that. Okay, so they're going to continue to do the control thing, which I don't blame them. They have Colonnade here, so they can just activate the Colonnade to block the Apparition. We can't even path if we draw it because of the Time Raveler. Not the draw we were looking for. I think we can concede here because of the Teferi. It's just like, the opponent's at 2. How do we concede? I really don't see us coming back from this, but... All we have to do is get those last points. Oh, well, that's excellent. I'm glad to hear about that. I'm glad that YouTube is pulling people towards Twitch, and Twitch is pulling people towards YouTube. That seems like a win-win to me. Yeah, I think you're right. It's just too boring. There's no way we can win. It's just, you know, like, oh, they're at 2. You know? Alright. Alright, what are we going to do against these people? Pithing Needle for sure. Force of Negation. Yeah, that's true. We do lack in bolts. I think that's all we want as far as sideboarding. So we got to take 3 cards out. I really like Spectral Sailor in this matchup. Skyclave Apparitions kill their Planeswalkers. Spell Quellers seem quite good. Jeskai Spirits, yeah, let's go. I don't want to take out the Selfless Spirits. They're going to definitely be bringing in sweepers. So I'll take out 1 Apparition, 1 Selfless Spirit, and 1 Sailor. Three lands. We got stuff for do 1, 2, and 3. We'll keep. Name Soldier for the captain. Oh, that's a good point. Damn that delay. We definitely wanted to take a shackle out. You're right. We probably would have taken 2 shackles and then a white card. We want to keep a pretty good number of blue cards in your deck, but absolutely shackle should have come out. I think we just keep Rattlechains ready to go on end of turn. We could get an extra point of damage with the Rattlechains right now. I think we'll forego that to flash in the Rattlechains. Alright, well, if we get a game 3, we'll take out the shackles. Put the Sailor back in. Okay, let's take our turn. Spell Queller up, nice. I kind of want to keep up Spell Queller now instead of Drogskol Captain. We do also have the Rattlechains though, so Selfless Spirit and Drogskol Captain do have flash. If they don't play anything that interesting, on their turn 3, we can just Drogskol end of turn. And if they play 3 Fairy, we can quell it. Okay, it looks like they don't have anything too interesting. Let's put down the captain. We have the Mausoleum Wanderer to hopefully save it. So they're going to need a path to exile right now. And they have it. Okay. Nothing we can do about that. Oh, yeah. Well, the counterspell we don't have to worry about because of the Cavern of Souls, but Selfless Spirit, I think, would have actually been a better play there. Hey, it's all good. There's always a lot going on when we're playing Magic. I'm going to put the Selfless Spirit into play during combat here to get an extra point of damage. And we still have Spell Queller up. Okay. This should be just about GG. That definitely happens. We all get rusty. And then I find that you really have to specialize in a deck to get the full advantage out of it. Alright, so let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we play the Apparition, that's 8. So we cannot kill them this turn. We just attack. And that's it. We have access to Wanderer. We have Apparition with Flash. We have Selfless Spirit if they try and kill all our dudes. It looks like it's going to be Cryptic Command, which Mausoleum Wanderer counters. So we should be good to go. Yeah. Boop. Counter your spell. Cool. Okay, so we wanted to bring in the Sailor, take out the Shacklegeist, bring in the Selfless Spirit, take out the Shacklegeist. Shacklegeist is probably still worse than Apparition, but I would rather keep the last Shacklegeist over Remorseful Cleric, because Shacklegeist is blue, and we want Force of Negation. One land hand. On the draw, plenty of things to do with our one land. This is so risky. No land off the top. Still got one turn left to draw land off the top. Please, deck. Let's get that top deck energy going. Come on, land off the top. Let's go. Nope. Womp 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 womp. That's the plan. All the Wanderers all the time. If we can get land off the top this turn, we can go Supreme Phantom into Mausoleum Wanderer. So, Cavern of Souls off the top, please. Oh, or just the fourth Wanderer. Let's go. Either or. Nice. Unfortunately, it's not quite the land we were looking for. Let's go get Hallowed Fountain untapped. Leery about playing into counter magic here. We have Rattlechains and Selfless Spirit through the Aether Vial. Oh yeah, that's true. The Lords are uncounterable. Alright, let's get this Supreme Phantom down now, and we can protect it. So much damage. Oh, the Last God's not too happy with my play. We got the damage in, though. Oh, you're right. Damn it. No, you're totally right. We can't counter the Verdict with the Mausoleum Wanderers. We would get a Rattlechains down after, but we would just lose our entire board. The Last God, you saw it coming. Yeah, it is what it is. We might have been able to play around that. Oh, another Supreme Phantom, huh? I kind of feel like Selfless Spirit Drogskol Captain is the way to go on this one. Yeah, we want to get the Selfless Spirit down now, even though it has Flash, because they can't counter it. And then we'll get the Drogskol down and get the extra damage in. Okay, so we have Hexproof on the Selfless Spirit. We're not going to get blown out by a second Supreme Verdict. Although if they have land, they could Path. We would still be able to save one thing that way. Maybe I'm just being way too aggressive. Okay, they're going to try and keep the Jace alive. Our Supreme Phantom is going to kill the Jace, or we could nail them for 6. If we get Lord off the top, are they just dead? No, I think they go to 1. No. Another Aether Vial. Okay. So we could Supreme Phantom, kill the Jace, and then... Let's see here. Put a card on top of my library. That's what they did. I think, and then we can just hold the Mausoleum Wanderer with Flash. I think we kill Jace. It would be nice to smack them for 6, put them to 3. But we saw what happened last time when we gave them a moment with their Planeswalkers. Attack all Jace. And we'll cast the Mausoleum Wanderer later. It has Flash because of Rattlechains. That might be wrong. Maybe we're supposed to cast it while they're tapped out. Timely. Okay. They gain a bunch of life. The dudes I don't worry about too much, but the life is a pain. Okay, they're going to respond to this. Counter the Mausoleum Wanderer. Okay. Alright, let's set up this Aether Vial. Always no, always yield. Damn, another land. Swing in for 7. Oh man, this is a 3-turn clock? That is not good. I mean, yeah, the amount of cards they have, I definitely like that. But the card quality they have access to is very scary. I'm going to throw down this Aether Vial. We have the Aether Vial on 3. We'll hold the land in hand as a bluff and pass. Okay. I mean, they might as well attack. They're not going to block. And this is where they do a ninja thing. Bring in Ninja the Deep Hours. Draw a card. Ah. Just top deck Drogskol. You got it, the last god. Here it comes. Right off the top of the deck. Okay, this one here is a yes. This one's auto no. Womp womp. Okay, they let us attack. They don't have Cryptic Command. Let's go ahead and put the Seachrome Coast into play and pass. Alright, opponent, what do you got in your hand? You got gas or you got nothing? Okay. This one is a yes. This one's auto no. Force of Negation off the top. Yes! Okay, what do they got? Cryptic Command isn't going to be enough. Okay, do you have another counterspell? Oh, damn! The delay. Delay is super good versus Force of Negation. Unfortunately, we don't have a Mausoleum Wanderer, so this spell is going to resolve. They get an extra turn. That's right. If you didn't know, you can actually cast Force of Negation on your own turn. One card in the bottom with Opt. No top, no top. One card in the bottom with Opt. Plays a land. And conceded from the game. GG. We got a 2-land hand, but our lands don't cast any of the spells we have. We must mull. This hand is way better. I guess we get rid of... I mean, we have all 2 drops. That's pretty awkward. But, I mean, this is better than a random 5 for sure. Get rid of a Selfless Spirit, I guess. Basic Forest, Oath of Nissa. And they're playing Yorion. Okay. I mean, Oath of Nissa makes a lot of sense when you're playing Yorion. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but Oath of Nissa was unbanned in Pioneer. Is that right? Uh-oh. Leonin Arbiter? Better go ahead and crack this Flooded Strand immediately. Thanks for letting us know about the Leonin Arbiter, because I probably would have played the Seachrome Coast there. Yorion taxes. Okay, if we play the Rattlechains now, we get an extra point of damage on the Wanderer. Cat axes? No, it's cat taxes. Yeah, but what if you gave the Arbiter an axe? Alright, no, enough of that. I think I want to save the Rattlechains until EOT. So we miss out on a point of damage this way. But it allows us to protect our creature versus a potential path or something. I don't know. I like playing Rattlechains EOT if I can. Aether Vial. Yup. Attack for 2. Yup. No blocks. And just leaving up that 1 mana for Path. Alright, let's Rattlechains. Oops. There we go. Gotta pay blue mana for Rattlechains. And they're going to try and Path, so we're going to counter the Path. So we can keep our Rattlechains. We wouldn't be able to get a land because of Leonin Arbiter, so definitely interested in countering that Path to Exile. Another Mausoleum Wanderer, huh? Yeah, I don't mind that. It gives us a kind of counterspell. And we could also just Rattlechains to protect us. Maybe I put down the Mausoleum Wanderer now, so that they can't, like, path something in response? No, I don't think so. Okay, another basic forest. Looks like they're pretty heavily green in this list. Oh, Maul the Skyclaves, that's a problem. Okay, but we have Shacklegeist. So we can, like, start tapping that creature down. They probably slam in, right? No slam, okay. We have to play the Shacklegeist because we want to tap their dude. Shacklegeist doing work. The Last God would hold off here. Okay, that's fair. Play it a little bit slow until their next turn to tap the bro. That's fair. This way they can start attacking in. Sets up a better pattern. That's very true. So we can tap their creature before their attack step. They don't get attacks, they don't get blocks. Here they get choices. Thalia, that's fine. They're almost dead, though. They might actually be dead, in fact. This is 9 damage coming in the air. They have Aether Vial on 2, so they could have something. Oh, Scavenging Ooze to gain a life. Okay. So they go to 1. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're not dead on the crackback. I think we might have this one. They have Aether Vial on 3, though, so they could have some really good stuff. What if they had a Flicker Wisp? End of turn, Flicker Wisp or Shacklegeist. That would probably buy them another turn. Oh, maybe not. We would just swing in. They don't have lifelink. Okay, we got it. We're going to want to bring in Path to Exile. And that's probably it. I really like the Shacklegeist in this matchup. We're going to keep all of those. I think we'll just take out the Sailors. I like Spell Queller. It's not perfect. They have Aether Vial, but if it works, it works. Skyclave seems amazing in this matchup. Yeah, we'll just take out the Sailors. Mausoleum Wanderers are another option to take out, but I think they're going to deal more damage than the Pirates. Pirate and Shacklegeist are generally the worst cards in the deck, so they're usually the ones we're going to be looking to cut. Okay, this hand is a keep. Got first turn Aether Vial. And then we can play Selfless Spirit, Mausoleum Wanderer, and start attacking. Our opponent is mulliganing, but they're sticking at 6, so they don't take too much of a hit there. Okay, they have their first turn Aether Vial as well. Spirit. Definitely don't want to name Ape. We're pretty actually fortunate here versus the Leonin Arbiter in the sense that we don't run too many fetch lands, I don't think. Oh, and a second Aether Vial. Okay. Second Aether Vial, not as good as the first. They have 4 cards left in hand. Do they have another land? They do. Okay, so they don't have too much gas. But we're going to have to worry about the gas they do have. It could be something pretty scary. Alright, so we got to play a 2-drop on our turn. We can either play Shacklegeist or we can play Selfless Spirit. Kind of like playing the Selfless Spirit. Okay, always yield to the opponent's Aether Vials. That'll save on our clock, and I don't think we're going to be reacting to them putting counters on Aether Vial. Field of Ruin, good card from the opponent. If they have access to the Arbiter, they can get rid of our Cavern of Souls, and we just straight up lose a land. Ooh, Flicker Wisp. Okay. Target our Aether Vial would be my guess. Yep. We'll put in the Mausoleum Wanderer in response. And we get another land. Okay, I kind of like Skyclave the Aether Vial, you know? But then again, they have lands, they have Aether Vials. I think really what's bringing them down is the amount of creatures. So maybe we just lead the Aether Vial and we just Skyclave Apparate the Flicker Wisp and attack for 4. Nice. No response with the Aether Vial when I try and fetch. That's what I like. I think we just go get Plains. Okay, they've got a really good Aether Vial set up, 3 and 2. They're going to be able to deploy whatever they have, but it doesn't look like they have too much right now. We have Path to Exile, we have Shacklegeist. And they're basically tapped out. Moorland Haunt, okay. So we'll leave Plains up. We're going to put down Shacklegeist and Drogskol Captain. That's the hope. They only have one card left in hand. Yeah, they really didn't have much of at all of anything. Okay, no reason to reveal the Shacklegeist yet. Let's attack in with our dudes. And if they try and do an Aether Vial trick, that's when we'll get them with the Shacklegeist. Okay, so they're not doing anything to block. Let's look at how much damage we're dealing here. That's 9. We could do 10 by putting in the Shacklegeist right now. I don't think that's necessary. Let's hold back the Shacklegeist as a trick. We have Path and Shacklegeist. This should be easy GG. Alright, so the plan is tap the Archon in response to them equipping the sword. Scoop them up. 4-0. And we're against Mr. Siri, another streamer. This is a hard one to keep, but I actually like this hand versus this opponent. We're going to keep it. Skyclave Apparition and Spell Queller could do a bit of work against Scales. And I believe that's what we're going to be playing against. Okay, Supreme Phantom, so we're going to be putting some damage onto the board. Let's go ahead and get one of these down. We got double white for the Skyclave Apparition. And we can just 6 through the opponent's turn here. El Fantasmo Supremo. Is there like a rolling R on the Supremo? Like Supremo? Or is that strictly a French thing? Okay, so our opponent is not playing Hardened Scales at all. They've done us a bamboozle. And they're playing Scapeshift. I think we just Supreme Phantom here, honestly. Heckin' bamboozle. Since when is rolling R's a French thing? Since forever? I'm not going to say that they have the monopoly on rolling R's. I mean, there's the whole Tim Hortons roll up the rim to win. But from what I remember from French school, or French class, we were supposed to roll our R's. Fair enough. Alright, so opponent's taking a bit of time to consider this one. I think we want to hold up Spell Queller. during the opponent's turn so we can nail their ramp spell. Get that Search for Tomorrow. Oh, damn, I would have loved to Spell Quell this. We're going to have to apparate it. They're going to get their ramp. We got to apparate that. A 60s singer French thing. Do you know about Renard the Fox? This is something I've just been learning about fairly recently. Character from ancient literature. Very, very cool character. Kind of like a even more morally ambiguous Robin Hood. I think we Moorland Haunt. Play the Moorland Haunt, apparate using Plains Haunt and Fountain, and then we still have Sailor. Ah, Renard, yes, you know what I'm talking about. Wonderful. From what I heard, that character is actually part of what either... Like, did the chicken come before the egg, right? Either Renard became the namesake for Fox, or the other way around. Okay, we play Spectral Sailor, end of the opponent's turn. We don't really have anything else to do here. Is this lethal? 8, 9, 10, 11? Okay, so it is Xaxes, but we have to get through this turn. We have nothing to interact with the opponent. Hey, that's a great idea. Google will know. Google always knows. If anyone's interested, I heard about this fable through Myths and Legends, a podcast that I highly recommend. I think it's fantastic. They tell a whole bunch of old stories from Legends. If they don't have Lightning Bolt, we win. And if they do have Lightning Bolt, they have to do it now. To the Spectral Sailor. If they pass the turn, we win. Nice. Oh, hold on a second. I forgot. Skyclave Apparition gets blocked by the Tri-Builders. I thought it had flying. Yeah, we're going to hold up the Queller. Yep. Oh, man. I thought we had it. Stupid Apparition doesn't fly. Yeah, we're just going to hold up Spell Queller here. So I don't think Titan kills us. We just pass here, hold up the Queller for Scape Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they can't double shift. No, they could because of the Tri-Builder. Sacrifice Tri-Builder now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then they have an extra land so they could double shift. 2 leagues again. What a day. What a week. Thanks for showing up, Blind. We've been having a real good time with this league. And it's going to make much better YouTube content than our 2-3 from League 1. And going over, actually, the league that I did yesterday. And, oh, they're going to Summoner's Pact? We just quell this, right? Maybe we don't, because I don't think we lose to Titan. Alright, so they get Titan, they go get 2 Valakuts, they sacrifice the Tribe Elder, and then what? This could be a bait to try and resolve Escape Shift. I think the prime time is probably fine. Okay, so the French word for fox used to be goupil, but since the literacy cycle was popular, the name for the animal changed to match the character. Fantastic. Well, thanks for that little bit of data. That's really cool. That's a great factoid. Did they land drop? Good question. No, they haven't. They haven't put a land drop down yet. So they could play a mountain, fetch a mountain, and that would be 6/12, which would get rid of most of our board. But we would still be able to throw down a Spell Queller and put up the Moorland Haunt, which would get us to 3. Oh, they're going to secrete your Tribe Elder now. That's interesting. Yeah, why would they do that? Why would they get the extra forest now? Oh, they're going to Escape Shift. Okay. Spellquell. Yes. Okay, we're going up against a classic. Yeah, I think that you're right. But we know Mr. Siri to be a very talented player when it comes to mathematics. So I would expect them to have considered it. I think that it was a bluff. I think they threw out the Summoner's Pact so that we would counter it with Spell Queller. And when we didn't counter it, they just had to go for the win, because we had the win otherwise. You think the Force of Negation for the Escape Shift? I mean, we don't have very much. Damping Sphere is actually not very good in this matchup. We could bring in Path to Exile, kill their Titans. Shacklegeist actually seems kind of interesting, keeping their Titans from attacking turn after turn. We're going to want to keep the Selfless Spirits, for sure, for sure. Skyclave Apparitions. I think we got to keep those as well for the Druids, or Dryads, sorry. I just hate taking out blue cards, damn. Not a fan of pathing the prime time. I think we need to have some number of path. Just in case we need to deal with a Dryad at instant speed. I'm fine with just having 2. So we'll bring in 4 cards. 2 Force of Negation, 2 Path of Exile. Take out the Spectral Sailors and one of the Mausoleum Wanderers. Yeah, we really have cut down on 1-drops that way, which is unfortunate. Okay, we only have the 1 path. Good. We have action turns 1, 2, and 3. We keep this. It's not great, but it's keepable. Okay, opponent is keeping on 7. And they start with a Search for Tomorrow. Alright, Force of Negation. Not bad, not bad. I think we'll probably just Seachrome Coast here. If possible, we want to keep above 18 life, but the Horizon Canopy is going to make that difficult. Wanderer into 2 lands is pretty good. Pathing Primetime, not optimal, no. Sometimes it can give us a turn, and that might be all we need. Sometimes we have to path a Dryad. but I could definitely see the argument for leaving the paths out of it and just having more one-dropped creatures. Another search for tomorrow. Please no lands in hand. Aw, we're not that lucky. There's no way they would keep a one-land hand, right? Aether Vial, right on time. Alright, so we're going to get a basic with this, so we got to get basic island. Alright, take 3. Next turn I do want to get the Drogskol out, but we need to draw a blue card to keep up Force of Negation. So I'm really hoping to draw any blue card off the top of the deck. Oh yeah, that is a big fact for sure. I'm pretty glad about that. Okay, there's the Dryad. We cannot Force of Negation that, and that is a problem. Opponent's going to be playing so many lands every turn. Ouch. So yeah, they've ramped up real good. I don't think we can even Drogskol anymore. Oh, Skyclave Apparition? We can take the Dryad now. That's awesome. And we get to hold up Force of Negation? Perfect. It does mean that we go to 18, which is not ideal. Yeah, that's true. Only one card in their hand. If they draw duds, we're golden. We have a clock. Drogskol Captain is going to really speed things up too. But if we play the Captain, we don't have another blue card for Force of Negation, so we have to keep that in mind. And we'd really like to keep up Force of Negation. Scape Shift just kills us. We do have Mausoleum Wanderer, though, so we might be able to counter the counter Escape Shift with a Wanderer. It's only going to have, I think, 2 power. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we're not going to be able to counter with Wanderer. They're going to have too much mana. Just draw only blue cards. You got it, the Last God. Force of Negation! Immediately! Counter that search for tomorrow! Oh no. It resolved. Okay, land. 1 card left. It's prime time, isn't it? No, this is 7 mana. It's Scape Shift. We get to force it. Who said we should bring Force of Negation in this matchup? You get a gold star. Okay. We just have to fade we have to fade second Scape Shift from the opponent. Oh, I should have drawn a card with the Horizon Canopy first. Yep, the Last God. You're totally right. Draw a card, then land drop. If I had drawn Supreme Phantom, we would have done more damage. So that's my mistake. Gonna feel like a total idiot here if we draw Supreme Phantom. Okay, no punish. We're gonna play the Aether Vial, then we hold up Path. What's your one draw, Mr. Siri? Are you scooping him up? Are we getting a trophy? Are you excited, chat? I'm hyped. Anyone with hype emotes? Any channel? Throw them up there. Oh, where's my Critical Role emotes? Oh no, I must have lost my sub to Critical Role. I'm gonna have to use my Prime membership and get it back. Okay. Supreme Phantom going down, that's gonna get them another turn. Hype, 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 hype! Oh! That puts them to 1. Okay, no scape shift 1 time. No scape shift 1 time, come on. Okay, they got a fresh draw with the Explorer. They can't fetch. GG! We got the trophy. Oh, wow. Wowee. That is fantastic. First trophy of the season, everybody. We got it with Azorius Spirits. Decklist from Dr. Queller. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching the stream. So, normally when I'm playing the Spirits deck, I like to play Bant. I'm going to be honest there. I like having the option of the Noble Hierarch and having 3 mana on turn 2. But I don't like Collected Company. So we're not playing the Hierarch, we're not playing the Collected Company, we're getting a much more solid list of spirits. And that really helped us out today. The Shacklegeist was surprisingly useful. The Force of Negation was the bomb. I mean, realistically, Force of Negation MVP. And I would definitely say Shacklegeist pulled its weight today. I think that generally we understand what this deck is about. We got a really good run today. We got really lucky. And I would definitely recommend this list to anybody who wants to play in a unknown format. This is actually an old list from a little while ago, before the problem of Tibalt came up. So we're running with an older sideboard, which is actually, I think, more in tune with what the meta would be now. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we're a pretty big fan of Dr. Queller on this stream, so once in a while I'll pick out his lists and play them.